Welcome to Malrin Horse. We've had a busy week. We've always had busy weeks, haven't we? And next week, we look forward to more busy weeks because we've got Andy Burnham to contend with. And she's opening her eyes wide. Why?
I don't like the man. He's a narcissistic. I mean, this is a massive leap of faith from being a mayor of Manchester, where he created more and more debt, to then be on the world stage as Prime Minister. It's absolutely, to me, it's clearly obvious that behind this is the blob, because there has to be other people that could stand against him, and I don't think they want it. They want him, and God knows why they want him, because I don't think he's got any charisma. I mean, I don't think he doesn't wear a suit well. He swans around in a T-shirt. I don't know. I just can't see it. And he's more liberal than Keir Starmer was. And I mean, there was a wonderful thing. I mean, Donald Trump, I think he's just laughing his head off at the state of the UK, It's dreadful, really. And I don't like him for the way So I was on GB News the other morning talking about the new rape gang inquiry, right? And I said, well, what bothers me? I said, we've got the rape gang inquiry up and running at last. But I said, that's all well and good. It's going to be statutory. People are going to be compelled to give their evidence, blah, blah, blah. Oh, that's great. Let's fast forward. So now we've done the deep dive. Bearing in mind, you're doing London, Oldham, Rochdale, and Rotherham, right? Oh, no, Keighley, Bradford, West Yorkshire, yeah, and London. So and they are going to be looking at Rochdale and Rotherham as well. And they've come, and Telford, I think, is another one. That's right. And they've actually said what was going on in West Bradford, West Yorkshire, will absolutely make the others minimalistic,
Yes.
Massive. Now, the person that actually brought this to the fore was a former MP, Anne Cryer. And she did this in 2002 and said there's something, I don't know what it is, but it's just not right. So hang on, it's taken 24 years for it to be actually believed. But so even so, whilst this is going to be looked at, there's loads of other towns, Liverpool, Oxford, Southampton, all over the place, loads of it. And it's still happening. So who is going to stop it happening? Who's going to do that while you're doing your deep dive? And having done the deep dive, I want to know what happens, without fear or favour, what happens when Burnham, Khan and Starmer's head is, when their head is on the block. Oh, you can't say that. I said, what do you mean I can't say it? It is a known fact. I have got evidence of their involvement or lack of involvement and ignoring it. Is it all going to come out, or are they going to now cover that bit up? Oh, well, they would deny it. I said, of course they would deny it. Oh, but, for legal reasons. And I felt like saying, I thought GB News were the home of free speech and truth. I was what I wanted to say, but I said, okay, put it to one side, but time will tell. And then carried on and said, where are they going to put these people? Where are they going to put them? So no one said what's going to happen to them. If it's seen that there was a cover-up, then it goes back to the police. Well, a lot of these cover-ups were the police themselves. Even some of the perpetrators were police. And then Burnham has said, I think it was on the front page of the Daily Express a while ago, that, the police won't be involved in this inquiry. What? So he is absolutely flaky shady. He really is. And I think this whole thing has been staged by the blob, the civil service. I really do. To me, it's looking absolutely transparently obvious.
Yeah. And when you look at things like Northern Ireland about getting our SAS guys.
Yes.
And they are brought to trial decades after the event. And the police seem to have dodged a bullet here, don't they?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's just so corrupt. It's so corrupt. And then, there's so much stuff over here at the moment. You've got the police again with their absolute rank failure with Henry Novak. That came out last night.
The full video is there, and I've had feedback from literally all over the world, especially from America, who, I repeat, for the umpteenth time, they are staggered. And honestly, average Brit, just sit back, take a deep breath, and listen to what really has happened for the last 3 decades to our children.
Yeah.
Don't you bother about it, because the Americans do. They're up in arms, and they're right.
And they're right.
They don't understand how a country can dredge the depths.
It's dreadful.
And, get away with it.
Hampshire police are not great anyway, but how it can take 8 minutes before they 4 times and more. He said, I've been stabbed, I've been stabbed. Why? But they didn't handcuff the creep that did it. Not even when they said, oh, we're arresting you, mate. I wish they wouldn't call people mate. Well, mate, yeah, I know. Yeah, you've got your story. Yeah, mate,
That
I know.
is throughout the force, and
It's dreadful. Do they think that they score points? Do they think that people are going to be less aggressive? Why can't they say, sir? Why can't they say, oh, yes, I know, sir, you've got this? Why can't, because that sounds to me more respectful than mate. And if they call a bloke mate, what do they call a woman when they're sort of arresting her? What do they say to her?
yeah, well,
Matey.
it's all part of the dumbing down, isn't it?
But
Basically,
he wasn't even frisked, this guy, Vikram. I mean, he had another knife on him. I mean, he was sat in the blooming police cab with a knife. He could, I mean, it's unbelievable. And they never at any time arrested him. Absolute rank failures. And I mean, it's just, they killed that guy. They helped kill him. And that has to be party manslaughter. And there's still lots of questions to be answered. How could Vikram's brother be not even arrested, just released from the police station with no charge? He is guilty of joint enterprise. He stood there and watched. He stood there and lied. He let it happen. He didn't stop. That is a perfect example of joint enterprise. Absolutely perfect example. It's outrageous. But I am very, very pleased that the little scrote is actually quivering in his cell. Oh, dear, what a shame. Now you know how Henry felt. I'm sorry. I'm not a violent person. I am a Christian. But I'm sorry, eye for an eye in this case. I'm sorry I go for that because, you know, it's karma. You gave it out, you get it back. The same with baby Preston's adopted dad. Oh, my word. He has now, and I've heard this, he has now, there's a red line over which no go. So the prisoners are going to go there. Red line of unacceptability in prisons. And he's now got to have, he's wearing, and he's had so many threats. This guy, what's his name? Jamie Varley. He's wearing a special suit that like an escape suit, basically, where he can stand out in the crowd so the prison officers can see where he is. He is terrified of even having, they said, he could have his own private physical exercise program, but he is absolutely terrified. He wants to die, apparently. Oh, I'm sure baby Preston. What about him? They will not. I said it before, even before the sentence came out. You are going to cop it. You really are going to know the full. You're going to see exactly what goes on.
Well, there's a thread through both cases of Preston and Henry Novak. Basically, the thread, of course, is where the police are, and the police are at the DEI centre of the world.
Mm-hmm.
And they've been told that certain things are more important than others, race, if you wish. And it's got completely out of balance. But it's not just the police, it's throughout all authority, whether it be your local government, whether it be the central government at Westminster. It is a poison. It is called, we've mentioned this for years on this channel, cultural Marxism.
Oh, absolutely.
It's all part of the inverted commas takeover.
Yes.
And look at society in Britain. It's appalling at every level. It's appalling economically.
Yeah.
They try and solve everything by these new mantras. It cannot be done.
It can't be done.
Going more left wing. With our friend Andy Burnham, you've got a lot of shocks coming to you, and never mind the beautiful Chancellor of the Exchequer, and she's going to get a P45. Everybody knows that very shortly. But who are they going to put in her place? It's going to be another disaster. Forget your 2% on your national insurance and the way the many industries, farmers, hospitality, and the big boys are even suffering, not as much as the little boys. But this is the mantra of Marxism. They want to get rid of individuality, the small businesses, and
Yes.
boy, they are doing it.
It's dreadful. And it's just becoming more and more transparently obvious. It's dreadful. And then Shabana Mahmood comes out. I mean, not discussed in Parliament that she's going to allow Ukraine refugees from all over the world into us, hundreds and thousands of them. Where are they going to go? They can't even cope with the illegal ones. Right, push out all the illegal ones, get rid of them and send them back. Then you might have some space. Where are they going to? We have a small island. You can't get more than a pint in a pint pot without it overflows. And that's what's happened. This has been going on for decades. Drip, 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 drip. And now that pint pot is full and it's overflowing over the sides. It's absolutely, it just is so, I get very sort of like, yeah, I feel angry about it. I've never shown so much interest in politics as this lot. And I really do despair about where we are going to be. You've got another 3 years of someone like Burnham. I mean, well, maybe he will suddenly see what people, but he's already done some turnarounds, hasn't he?
He's already flip-flopped, and the turnarounds have come mainly because of lies in the previous Starmer regime.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the lying things that keep coming out. They have lied and gaslit
Yes.
and brainwashed the nation
Yes.
totally.
On an industrial scale. On an industrial scale.
And when you get headlines that today, in fact, it's in the I newspaper, definitely left-leaning, you've got a situation there. Oh, well, Andy's going to win the next election. Look, we've got a poll here. It'll have to be in conjunction with the Lib Dems and probably the Greens. But think of what that will mean. Maybe it will mean that the Tories and Reform will have to come together, even Restore for that matter. But the politics is in a very fluid, no, it's not. It's in a blooming mess in the United Kingdom because it's not founded on our history, our Judeo-Christian law and principles. It's gone out the window. You can do what you like, whatever is the fashion. Yeah. What a mess society is.
It is a mess. And I mean, and where is the awful Archbishop of Canterbury? Where is the king? Well, let's see. I mean,
he's not in Buckingham Palace. He doesn't like it.
No, bless him. That's nice. Well, all right. Stick the ruddy migrants in there then.
Yes, exactly that. Well, going back to the migrants and putting them in the camps, we've got rid of them out. They've not yet. They've not closed all the hotels. That was a terrible mistake. Yeah. And now they're making another one. And they're going to get the migrants out to the camps. Look at where the camps are. They're not in Labour areas. Have you noticed?
I know. It's awful. But also, with all the countries, so they're going to now put one of these Nightingale camps near Crowborough. I mean, you've got more migrants going in the camps than you've got living in the villages. Yes. I mean, why don't they go up to the north of Scotland and put them up there? But you see, the thing is, I didn't realise this until the other day, that because I've been saying for ages, put a Nightingale thing and then put a perimeter around it, and then Home Office come in and process people. And if you don't meet the ticket, then off you go. But you can't, by human rights law, ECHR, you can't contain them, apparently. It's against ECHR. That's why they are allowed to truck around everywhere. We've come out of Europe.
You can get round Section 8.
Of course you can.
ECHR, and Maloney, bless her, in Italy, has done it.
But they don't want to here. They don't want to.
It's as simple as that. It can be resolved overnight.
Of course it can.
Trump did it. Australia did it. Italy has done it.
Yeah.
And it's a matter of
Denmark and Sweden are looking at it, aren't they? I mean, we are so out of step with what the rest of Europe is doing.
Denmark actually now, and they are the nicest people on this earth.
Yeah, they are.
They've banned the burqa. Well done them. And the hijab. Because people want to see your face. And if you want your face covered, well, there's plenty of countries available.
Go back. Go back.
I mean, it's the security that's the problem.
Yeah.
If people are going around with masks, well, Nottingham are now going to ban anything that covers your head.
That's quite right.
Hoodies, whatever you want.
Quite right.
They're quite right. They want to see the criminal.
Quite right. Why do you want to cover your face? I mean, unless of course unless you've got a mental health illness, or unless you're dodgy. You know, I mean, it's just awful. It's awful. They're going to put another of these migrant Nightingale places alongside somewhere on the River Ouse. I mean, beautiful places. There's so many places you could put them if you want to put them at all, or just send them back. Nobody wants them. Nobody wants them.
We shall lower the tone if that's possible. And we have got 5 million ghost patients attached to our local doctor. What's ghost patients? Well, that's easy. It's NHS way of providing £130 per head to local GPs. That's what you're paid. So you get as many people in your area and you get £130. And on top of that, when you, as a doctor, consult these people, all the way around, they should consult you, there's more money in it for you as well. This is the gravy train of the NHS. But, and we have evidence of this, the doctors who are very assiduous at various things, they are not very assiduous in keeping their paperwork up to date. In other words, people move from one area to another or die, whichever is more beneficial to the system, whatever the reason being. Somehow it gets lost and they're still getting paid for doing nothing for that particular patient. I illustrate 58.6 million people in the country, 63.4 million are being claimed as doctors. Now, this is awful, and it's doubly awful because the BMA, listen, folks, they are a trade union. How many times we've said this, I don't know. Oh, it's the BMA saying it must be right. The doctors are good people. No, it's not. They're a rotten trade union that are probably worse than the train drivers, dare I say. And you've only got to look at and I'll use the old-fashioned term because it's more correct, not resident, but the young doctors.
Yes.
That is appalling. You get more lies. They are not paid what you think they're paid. There are so many extras on top of their wage. They are paid far more than anywhere else in Europe, as an example. We know what the qualified doctors are paid, and it's not as much as the young doctors in Britain. So BMA, you're a trade union. We don't listen to you. And especially now, because you're supporting the doctors. Oh, the doctors are going to suffer. What? Let's have the truth. They're going to suffer, many of them on a £200,000 a year plus, and working 3.5 days a week because they've got Botox clinics at the end of the driveway and they're making money out of that. Get real, Britain. See what's happening.
Yeah, I did. I actually was doing a sort of a conference thing with some people with the NHS the other day, and they were lecturers on the call, and I just said I would just like to say how toxic the NHS is, and they didn't disagree. And I said, when you're taking in young children for puberty blockers, which is against the law, and you are actually, engaging with that, it is actually child abuse, and you're doing it openly and transparently. And there's a lot of other stuff that goes on in the NHS that is toxic. For example, whistleblowing. You're done and gone and dusted, like Lucy Letby, if you dare to rise up against anyone who's senior than you. They didn't disagree.
There's so much bullying in the NHS.
Yes, there is.
Look at this famous hospital with the childcare units. You can easily see, and I'm not taking sides, we've done progress on this, why Lucy in Chester was dealt with the way she... If you come across a group of doctors that are out to get you, you're going to be very lucky to survive.
Yes, absolutely.
Look at the child deaths in this new hospital scandal.
Yes.
Because the NHS know best. No, they don't. But if you've got a big bureaucracy, which the NHS is, and a
Yes,
big monopoly,
yes.
you might be the patient. No, you're not. They come first every time,
Mm,
and they're
mm.
killing people. And it's
Yes.
not just at the neonatal unit stage.
No, 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 no. It's true. It is very true. And I mean, the more, but I was surprised how much these lecturers actually agreed with me, because I'm thinking, I said, you're not going to like me, but I am going to say this, right? And I also said about the way I have a real thing about the use of language, and I think it's disgusting the way people deliver a diagnosis. You might have said it 20 times that week, but you're talking to a human being who will take it differently, every single person. And I said, you know, no one has the right, because on the altar of your supremacy, sort of thing, no one has the right to remove hope. And you are quite arrogant in doing that because you have a God complex. Oh, I was really outspoken.
No, a lot of people agree with you. I mean, we did not appreciate this properly till we came under European systems. They're not perfect by a long way. There's problems, but not like the
No,
NHS.
no, it is different. We experienced that when we were in
I'll,
Portugal.
yeah, I'll illustrate it. I mean, the whole thing is a mafia.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, how much does it cost to get an MRI scan? £1,000. Well, I'm sorry, no, it doesn't. I've had that many MRIs in the last few years, and it's costing £300. And that includes a consultation, a diagnosis, the
Yeah.
whole works. And they're making a profit. That's private. Why are
Yeah.
you charging 1,000? That's just illustrative of one thing, and it goes through the whole rotten thing. It's got to be completely started from
But
fresh.
it's so huge. I mean, it is massive. It's so huge. I don't know how they can start again. I mean, it's just there's still a disconnect between one hospital to another, and losing notes, and not a whole conjoined technology thing. It's same with the police. It's all old school stuff. You know,
Way out of date. Listen, we're out
yeah,
of date or out of time. We've got to go. Let me give you the good news. And I'll read it in actual fact because it's very important. What thing is worse than smoking? We've found it. The famous thing, of course, which when smoking was really there at the top of the tree, we were told that it will kill you 14 years earlier than your
yeah,
life
yeah, yeah,
expectancy.
yeah.
And they'd worked it out per cigarette. Every cigarette you took, that's 30 minutes off your life. Is
Yeah.
it worth keep
No,
puffing?
but people don't see it that way at all, do they? They just
No,
don't see it. They will not accept. They're completely in denial. And there's no one so there's no one so blind as those that choose not to see. You know, and it's yeah. But then again, you know, people get what is, you know, people do get lung cancer and stuff, and they've never smoked at all. You know, it's a lottery really with your health, isn't it? Really.
it is, except for lowering your chances. That's the opposite of the lottery. If you're a smoker, it doesn't make sense. But I'll give you something that's even worse. Hope you sat down, or no, I hope you're not sat down. Why? Because if you sat down watching Corrie and
Oh,
anything else which might be your thing, you're not taking 14 years off your life. You are taking 22 years. Wow! And it's proven. And I've seen all the stats, and the recommendation is at least you walk fast as you can for 15 minutes, 4 times a day, whatever your job.
well, you see, that's the problem. I never sit down. This is the longest I've sat down. I mean, this is like nearly half an hour. I hardly ever sit down for half an hour, but I am always on the go. I never stop. And a
Yeah,
lot of
well,
people say,
we
you
both
never
have that
stop. Don't
same
you
ilk.
ever sit down? I said, I do, but if you
You're,
keep sitting down,
you're up and running. This
if you,
is just a generality.
yeah.
Don't make it, it's not out the Bible.
No, but some people are very sedentary, and it's not healthy.
It is. I'll tell you what is not healthy either. and this has come from one of our nurses that regularly injects us with all sorts of things. And they're all right. It's just the injection you jabbed it. Oh, it soon wakes you up, I'll tell you. Anyway, she comes round. Oh, my neck's bad. She comes to me for a diagnosis. Is it wrong? It should be you that's, etc. And I can't move my neck. And knowing that she goes to this gym, I said, you go to a gym, don't you? And I'll tell you what, she doesn't like most people that go to a gym. They go OTT.
Yeah, they are.
They
They're
go at
obsessive.
it on machinery. They're not used to it. They don't build up to it. No wonder you've got a bad. Anyway, I put her in touch with our chiropractor, and he's sorting the thing out. But the danger is with some of these gyms or with some of these people, it becomes addictive.
Yeah, they do.
You've got to beat 400 whatever strokes of the rowing machine.
I know. It's ridiculous.
And I'm sorry, it finds you out if you've got a weakness in the neck.
Absolutely. No.
So,
all things in moderation.
Exactly. But one thing that you've got to do is get up and walk as fast as you can, depending
and fresh
on
air. You cannot put, and it's better for your mental health.
That's the mental thing, yeah.
Mental health. So get out there. Yeah, and even if it's hot, still get out there.
22 years is a long time to
get. A long time.
Come on.
Yeah.
So stop watching this program. We'll stop talking.
And we'll see you next week.
Yes.